So there's a term I used in one of the questions that I got a couple of questions about, general purpose biasing. So when you get an off-the-shelf amplifier, they don't know what you're going to use it for. So in a good way to design an amplifier, if you don't know who's going to be using it, is to set your default V out. In other words, you've set your default current through here, and you're going to put a signal on top of that default voltage that you have on the base. But when there's no input signal, then you want it to kind of be able to go up as far as it can go down. And you get good gain when you're in the forward active region. So you want to be in the forward active region. So what you'd like to do is you'd like to bias or set your V out to be right in the middle of the active region. And when V out is high, your transistor is like this, and then it turns on. Where your transistor starts to turn on, your transistor is already in the active region. Okay. When V out is high, that means you have a big VCE, so your transistor is in the forward active region. But when V out gets lower and lower, there's a point where the transistor goes into linear. And when it goes into linear, that's when you start to lose gain. So what you want to do is you want V out to sit in the middle of the active region. And the active region goes up to VCC, and then this V out can go all the way down until this voltage is VC sat. If it goes down any further, then this goes into linear. So the lowest it can go, V out min, where you're still getting a good gain, in other words, where you're still in forward active, is VCE sat, and V out max. When V out goes high, your transistor's in the active region, you get good gain up to where it can't go any higher, which is VCC. So you want to be in the middle of those two values. So what you like to do, I don't run out of a little bit of real estate, just a little bit more. So what you want to do is be right in the middle of that. And so what you do is take VCC, VCE sat, you divide it by 2. So you take the average of the two, and that's going to be right in the middle of where the transistor in your amplifier is in the active region, forward active region. So that's where you want to, this is the best general purpose setting of V out that you can have, and that's because you can go up just as far as you can go down. And you don't know, when somebody buys an amplifier, if it's a general purpose amplifier, you don't know if they're going to need, which direction their signal's going to go. So you want to make it so you can go up as far as it goes down, because that's going to accommodate the most designs.